see how. Hey, who here wants to be in a TikTok video?
I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know.
So nonchalant about it. Yeah? Come on.
Huh? What?
What do you usually do?
What is it about?
I'm asking people if they have numbers, what their numbers for, and what do they usually do in the game? Do you stun? Do you go for goals? Do you sit in goal?
I like to drug off the minors.
That's not okay. That's not okay.
But yeah, sure, I'll do it.
All right. Well, I'm recording right now. I've been recording, but like, yeah. Hello. What do you usually? What position do you usually play? Do you play midfield, outfield?
I usually play outfield.
Outfield. So you're a striker, yes? You usually go towards the other side of the goal. Other side.
I go towards like the goal, and like if anyone like not the goalie, but if my teammates are like holding the disc, I will usually go right behind them and stun the people behind them until they make the goal. Or I like to stun the people around the goal. I don't like to like stun people inside the goal because I don't like goalie stunning. I don't want them to do it. But if they are goalie stunning, I will goalie stun them. But overall, I just like to play around the goal. The other team's goal.
What are your thoughts on passing the disc to teammates?
I think it's actually a really good tactic. I've used that before, and it works really well with me.
Yes. Okay, so how do you feel that knowing that passing is good to do? How do you feel knowing that, and then also knowing that just because you pass to a teammate doesn't mean they'll pass it back to you?
Yeah. I feel like they'll know what's best for the team, but if they're just messing around, I won't pass to them. And I'll know immediately when they're not gonna pass, or just not play around, basically, because I can tell that because at the beginning they'll either just joke around and all that. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll just rely on them to have their own tactics. I won't tell them exactly what to do.
And last question. Do you know what the blue call out is?
No, not really.
Okay, do you know the call outs?
What are you guys talking about?
I know.
Hi.
What? Why does he sound like
I know call-outs, but I don't necessarily know no certain call-outs. I'm still learning a little bit about them. But I do know what they mean, like when they say it, but it's hard for me to say it at the exact time.
All right, so I'll give you a little bit of information. All right, so there's 4 call-outs for colors. There's green, yellow, red, and blue. A green call-out means that you have time to make a goal, whether it be a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. A yellow call-out means that you have a little bit of time to hold the disc, but pass it soon because you're going to be red. Red call-out means that you have 0 time they're touching your cheeks. A blue call-out is a very important call-out because if you tell somebody they're blue, that means that they have enough time to go out of the 2-point zone and then make a 3. You usually give a 2-point. You usually give a blue call-out when someone's inside the bubble to let them know that they have time to get out of the bubble so that they can score a 3-pointer. All right, so those are the 4 call-outs.
Yeah.
Monkey Man, how's it going?
Bro, are you good?
All right, so do you know the geodes? Because not only are the color callouts important, but the geode callouts for passes are important as well. Passing is very important. So when you're telling,
I know some, but I don't know a lot of them.
You?
I know the common ones, but I don't know most of them though.
All right, let's go down to the mini arena toy thing.
Nugget, cloud, station.
There we are. Here we are. We've arrived. Come on. Join. It's right here.
Left shoulder, right shoulder, boot, left boot, right boot.
We'll go like this right here, and we'll keep it to one side so that we could say opposite are the same. Because left and right really doesn't matter when you're spinning up and down, left and right. So if I'm upside down, when you say left shoulder, it's going to be the opposite shoulder for me. You wanna be able to make those callouts, and they wouldn't be left or right. They'd be opposite or same side. Would be the more efficient way to do it. So if your teammates are upside down, and you see that they're right here, right, and you're over here, you're gonna want to say opposite shoulder instead of left shoulder or right shoulder, because that's not necessarily true to the other person. So you want to keep it section, yeah, bow tie. bow tie, star. This is star.
Diamond.
Diamond. Nugget.
Nugget.
Then you have wet noodle.
Pac-Man.
No,
Ghost.
Pac-Man's right here. Excuse me, sir.
Cloud.
Yeah, the Ghost Pac-Man Cloud.
What's this one called?
That is called popcorn. Popcorn and then station.
Popcorn station and
I'm gonna take my shoes off real quick. Okay, there
I
you
call
go.
this table.
What do I got?
I call this table.
That's
Yeah.
new.
And then I don't know
Do
what
you
this
have
one is
any
called.
good Throwing settings?
Throwing settings? Yeah, my throwing settings currently are pretty decent, but I would suggest using
I got a new bracelet.
It says one new unlock.
predictive,
Maybe you
14,
can look at the other tab.
6, and 45. But 32 would be better if you're
How many
not too accurate at throwing.
So 32 and
I'm
what?
not gonna try it out.
Wrist angle offset for the 32.
Okay, let me check if I actually have that, because I think I do. Because I suck at aiming, except with like passes and all that.
Hi, man.
Hello,
Okay.
Mr. Shorty.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, Mr. Shorty, how you doing?
What does
Predictive?
predictive throwing do?
No, Mr. Stick. It's Mrs. Shorty Cakes. All right, so for the they have the latest sensor data and predictive. Those right there are just an algorithm that the AI uses to help your throwing. If you're using it off, you'll be throwing at accuracy of your own, so it'll be very accurate to where you throw. So it'll be like if you're on a Quest 2, it'll be like using a CV1. For predictive and the latest sensor data, there's a video on YouTube, but it'll show the throw path. So there's this right here, cone. And when you throw, it'll show where exactly the disc would go if you were just throwing it by yourself without that on. And then it'll correct it to keep it to go straight, so that you're not throwing straight up or straight down. It helps keep the disc from flying off based off of your throwing.
Oh, so like if I'm throwing like this, it'll correct, and if I'm accidentally like releasing too early and it goes down, it'll
Yeah.
like correct it to make it go straight.
Yeah, to the best of its ability, based off of your prior throws, it'll correct it along a spectrum to keep it going straight.
Nice.
Okay, so that's okay. So just double checking. You were able to get all the geos, right? You want to keep it half, and then usually whenever you're making a call out, you want to, based off of your position and the teammate's position, you want to make the call out being the same side or opposite side, because left and right doesn't pertain to people that are upside down. Why not? 'Cause it changes.
So like, yeah, if you're like upside down,
waiting,
you'll
you're
say
waiting for
opposite
the
shoulder.
pass.
If you're like right here, you won't say basically left shoulder, because on their side it will be right shoulder.
Yeah,
But you would
exactly.
say opposite shoulder.
Exactly. Yeah, for making callouts, it's always good to make sure you make a pass call out. You don't want to just tell your teammate that they're red and then them not know where to throw. You'd be like, oh, you're red, left shoulder, opposite shoulder, and whatever you want to do. If they're upside down, then you'd be opposite more like. But I use opposite and same side more so than I do left and right.
So
But
they're upside. So basically, if they're upside down and they have a person behind them, you would
it'd be
say
the same.
red and opposite shoulder.
Yeah, red and opposite
Right?
shoulder if you're over here. So they
Someone told me
clear it past
that
this way.
you should always, like,
And then it
have
would
a
go like,
force and
"Get
then
out of here!"
upside
Okay.
down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, the
Kill
flip, that's
me.
what it is. That is exactly why people rotate. It's so that you're not ever reaching up in the sky to try to push off of things. You want to keep that because you don't want to hit your ceiling fan or nothing, right? So you don't want to be reaching up to try to juke off of geodes and everything. So if it's like this, the ceiling fan habits right there, man. That's something that you might break. So you flip around and you're able to touch the floor right below you.
How come when I'm juking, like, I always like fly off the floor like that?
Oh, because you're pressing like that. So you're basically tapping off the ground.
So
When
Yeah, with me, I
juking,
have
so
predictive
should I
on,
try to keep
and
a thruster going towards the floor?
so in your opinion,
You can?
which is
Yes.
better, like latest sensor data or just predictive?
me personally, I like predictive.
Yeah, I've had predictive on, and I've made some pretty good goals.
Okay. Can you come with me? I
I
wanna try
tried
to-
latest sensor data for a while. I didn't really like it, so.
Yeah, neither did I. You want to try to keep your where do you go? Here, come on, let's go. You
Right.
want to try to keep your arm in the wall that way.
Sir.
No, over that way. Wrong, inside the. Let's go.
Okay,
You know
which
how to-
way?
This way.
So, Mitt, can you
Okay.
come here?
I was really confused. I was like, which
So was I.
way?
I'm
Yes.
just trying to learn how to do everything because my friend invited me to a VR multi, and he's like a high plat, or maybe more or something, and I suck. But
Oh, we all do. all to begin with, at least. I mean, I'm probably the worst person here. But yeah, so see how you have the wall in game right here.
Juking and all that.
With juking, just keep your arm inside of the wall, physically inside of the wall, so that your body doesn't push off it as much, and then you can always re-grab right back onto it because it's so. Where I would keep it is like my arm is right here, physically it's right here, but I'll have it on right here. So my arm's physically right here, and then with that, whenever you push off of it, the in-game arm automatically goes to the surface. So my arm's inside of the geode. When I'm tapping off of it, it stays inside, but it shoots up here in-game, so I don't push myself off.
Wait, how do you do that again? Sorry.
Okay, so let's see. Physically, arms inside the wall. When I pull the trigger to grab, it shoots it back out. So since it's physically inside the wall, I'm not able to push myself off within the time period that I have between clicks. And also be careful of your head too, because if you're trying to juke and you hit your head on something, it's going to stop you. Oh, a very important thing. Most important thing to remember. Even if you're stunned, your face still blocks the disc. So if you get stunned, you could headbutt it out of the way so that the opposite team doesn't get it. And if you're in goal and you get stunned, you could maneuver your body physically so that you could block it with your face. It's a risky move. You might end up getting a bumper shot or a self goal by headbutting it in goal, but if you're stunned, they might make the goal anyways. So it's better to just try to block it with your face and hope for the best.
What's your favorite throw? Like, which one do you use most? Overhand, underhand, or upperhand?
I don't know. I use overhand and side. Yeah, most.
How are y'all losers doing?
Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, alright, so that'll be it for the video, guys, and I am glad that you guys were here and helped me out with this video. It's fantastic. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope that you guys will be improving yourselves in the Echo game.
Thank you.
I will try, and thank you for those tips, though.
Yeah. Hey, you, sir. Oh, yeah, if you guys want to watch this later on in time, I forgot. I almost forgot to plug. The name of this game, which is EchoVR, and then my name, Myth_Dash, combined will be my TikTok, my YouTube, and my Twitch. If you guys are interested in seeing this video, I'll be posting on YouTube and TikTok.
Channel?
EchoVR Myth.
Okay, EchoVR.
The name of this game, and then my name. For sure. Sounds great. You guys have a lovely day.
You too.
Oh, change. Competitive. How to Google curriculum.